Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm a little late. I hope everyone is well. Tansei, oki, yatahe, aho. Many blessings and good morning. Forgive me for being out of breath. I was cleaning the bathroom, as we call it, nitsuko koishite. So I hope everyone is doing well. And it's a beautiful morning. A bit chilly. As we say, nusk. But yes, it is beautiful today, and we have a beautiful morning here. It's not windy like it was yesterday. It was very, very windy yesterday. So, give me 1 second, please. Oh, Andros, welcome. Maddie, my dear sweet Maddie, I hope you are well, my love. I am Elder Medicine Bear Claw, and I got some news. The investigators that had been in certain areas, Arkansas, Ohio, Virginia, Oklahoma, and Idaho, and Missouri. There's been a lot of activities. So I asked a certain channel if I can have permission to speak of his channel, but he did not respond back to me, so I won't be speaking of it, of his area or anything. But I can say Ohio is very active, and there seems to be a lot of aggressions in the it. So, and I do want those who investigate in your guys' area that go out, investigate on Mother Earth, make sure you are on the swivel mover, so you have eye vision of what's around you. It's very, very important. Oh boy. So anyway, hit the like button, subscribe, and welcome to my channel. This channel is my channel, not my board members, my colleagues from Nation Tribals. I do confront with certain stuff with them. They'll tell me, okay, you can share this, you can do. No, I'm going to share what I want to share. This is not their channel. This is my channel. No one tells me how to run my channel. So what is most important is that we understand and we share the love and we care for one another. And we're very curious that people are asking me questions about, Bigfoots. Are they aggressive? Are they harmless? It depends how you approach it or approach them, because they can be aggressive if you're not careful. And I try to help as many as people I can, but sometimes there are many people that don't care to know or to accept, and that's their opinion. Everyone has their own opinion, but some people do take the Bigfoot and the dog man, the Wingalo, the gator man, the lizard or Niziga. So we call him Niziga, which means like gator or lizard man. And it's important that you understand that, they do stay close to water. More like swampies, or not like rivers or lakes. You will find more of the Wingalo, the It, and Bigfoot, and Sasquatch. Now, there's two different things. It's almost the same thing as a Bigfoot, but it's a cousin, so it comes together. Let me greet everyone here. Bob and Maddie, Danse, and Herencio, Danse, Oki, Brother John, JP, and we have Robin, Danse, okay, many blessings. My sweet girl, Jackie, good luck. I will be praying for you more. And that's it. So today I feel better. I woke up a lot earlier, off and on, but I've been getting too many visions, and like people are calling out for me. So, and it's okay. When they're calling out, they want information so they can understand. So, if you guys have any questions, I will try to answer them best. There might be some that I cannot speak of due to our individual laws. Hold on one second. I thought you weren't going on. Okay, that was my husband. He goes, I didn't think you were going on today. I haven't been on for a while, so I'm coming on. Okay, so anyway, now the investigators had called me this morning at 2:30, which is 4:30 over there in the morning, and they said they actually showed me a picture and it was on their house on the first, right? No, the ground is first, and she had 3 bedrooms on the top floor. So there we go. And she said it kind of sounded like her son calling for her. And they said 2 stayed in the house because they were praying from one end of the house to the other. And the one that was with the video and camera, he had the video on his shoulder and he was snapping what he can get around the area from this side of the house to the right to the left. And then the other one was in the back, and the other 3 were out in the woods walking around. Now, Danse face, okay, tails, blessing, thank you for joining. So they called me and asked me, there's quite a few things going on here at this gentleman's farm. And I said, how are the animals? Okay, they're missing 4 cattle. And it was heifers and 1 bull. 3 heifers and 1 bull. I said, did anybody take them? And he said, no, because the heifers have little bells, but the bull didn't have no. But the rope was there on the ground. So he says he was keeping the bull in the one area. So, and the heifers were on the other side trying to, he's using them for mating. So that's what the farmer told him. And then they told me, that they found an it up. First, they seen it transform into a cow right in front of them. So when the cow went more towards the house, and then it transformed to an it. So now be very careful. I am letting everyone know. They will do a cow, a wolf, a fox, and they will really mimic who has very softness for children. You really need to pay attention because, and they will come at night. Once it is dark, they're out. They will hover around barnyards. They will, if you have, what do they call those calf hovers where they go in, put the calves in there because they're very young. They will hide in there. Now, this one climbed up onto the home, and I actually have a photo of it, and they asked me not to share it just yet, but I shared with some others that were very important to me that I need to share that. So they did not like, because when the investigators came in after the third night they had been getting all this, they were constantly really scared. The kids were crying. The older boy wanted to go open the door, and the investigator, no. They will try to mimic and try to hypnotize through the wall for you to open the door. This is how an it and the Wingalow and the lizard man works. Now, I ask of you to be very, very careful because they will say, open the door, open the door. Sorry, I can't see all the messages on the comments. I'm sorry. Is it my NCP or it's your phone you're having problems with? So anyway, they were saying that many things were missing. And like I said, they got on up to the house, and the wife was very, very scared, and she did not want to be there. She says she will be taking the kids. She took the smaller kids and they have 5 boys. The 2 older boys stayed back with their father and the investigators. Now, one of the investigators, when they were praying up front, he was asking what is going on because he said his bag fell, and he was by the front door, and then there's a window. So he said it just like slide off. He didn't feel anything, but you know what? They can try to remove it off you. Once he felt it, something sliding, he looked down, picked it up, prayed over it, kissed it, and then put it back on him and made sure it was tight. Now, John Bull says that he's never been scared. John Bull is 55 years old. He said he's never been scared, and he is very terrified. Now, Edward was at the back of the house doing the prayers, and he did some remedies that he put in the kitchen area, and he met him halfway and told him, You need to continue doing what you got to do, or they will come in. We cannot have that. He smudged him with sweet grass and then got the blue sage, blue white sage, and then crumple it in front of the door and in the window. So that way it knows what we're doing. Now, never in many of my life I've heard any of our investigators be scared. He said that he can feel that something is in front of the door. He said he could feel the ugliness, that it like wanted to eat him, he said, and it was very terrifying. Now, over in Wisconsin, I'm not allowed to say where in the city or in the outside of the country area of the state. It has to be confidential in my side. So what is going on? Now they were saying that there has in Wisconsin there is a Bigfoot and a dogman fighting. So there's something is triggering them to come at war. Now that I'm not understanding, because a dogman always run with the Bigfoot, and there has been a bond between them for over thousands and thousands of years. So they always have run with them, or they go ahead of them to alert them, hey, someone's here. But things are really getting very ugly, and I don't understand. I have spoke with other elders, and they said they don't understand. They have never seen this in over 55 years. Now, I don't want to say his name. The chief of Navajo was saying that they're having the same problems with the its. Some of the ranchers are selling their homes because the wife and their children, and these are like retirees that come in, want to move off the res and leave the land for family and other relatives to, stay on. They're telling me, even my nephew was telling me, and he's right there on the res, that there's things lingering in. They said one of the its they saw coming out of the mountain, and they didn't know why it's here. Yes, there are many there. They're very active there, but why is it coming towards the home? Now, horses were trying to leave the area, try to jump over the fence area, the corral there, and it was really, really, you could hear them. Now, you could hear something like, like that, and didn't understand what it was. And I said, what kind of sound did, how long was it? Because as I remember from the chief that I love, Rehak, he used to tell me and mimic every sound because he has seen it with his eyes. He has fought with the Wingalo because he didn't want nothing to be taken from our tribal, from our relatives. We want our relatives here safe. But there was a few non-relatives, and they were calling at him. So he went to go help them. And he says, you need to come here where you'll be more safe. We can do what we can to save you in this area. But again, turning into a dog or a wolf or a fox, that leads to the Wingalo, or was it a it? Now there's been different tribals has been, as I've been saying, and we've been having council meetings about everything that's been happening and that we feel that more is going to be coming out. So I'm letting you all know, be careful. If you have cattle, you have chickens, you have ducks in the pond, be careful. Do a head count. Bring your cattle in a little closer, because I know a lot of cattle go out and merge more, but I would bring them closer to home. Now, 4 of them went out this is in Navajo, in Arizona. This is like 50 miles out of the res. And these people were saying that they're very terrified. This little tiny town was terrified that there's too many things that are happening. The stores are locked. They didn't have an alarm, but the back door was open. And every time one of the relatives walked in with the person, he could smell it. And he says, "Do you think it's a satanga?" And he goes, "No, that's not what I'm picking up." So they can't hide. They can come through a window. They can come through your door. They can come through your doggy door. So you have to be careful. And I am letting everybody know because it's important. I care about everybody. When I get many visions of something ugliness, and then I speak to the other elders in our meeting, I'm not the only one that's been getting many visions. Now, Oklahoma, you guys need to wake up. You're having wind gulls out there that are trying to mimic animals. Another set of investigators told me this too. So we have 5 sets, and they each go out to different areas. And they're saying that the wingalow, this looked like a young one, watched it shift into a dog. And then when it went towards the line of the property, it went into a wingalow. But it was a young one. So this means that it has to be an older soul that came in. That one was either the kid had been sick and he accepted it to take him. So he becomes young and then can shift into a dog to get anywhere, or a fox. Now, how do we know it's not a it or a wingalow? Okay, I can read a people's mind. It can be either one. But the thing you need to really watch is that a wingalow really does shift into it. And then you'll actually watch it go in. And it is almost the same, but it does it closer to a home against the walls, so it can come be itself to enter. So we have to really, really be careful. I know that I've had many people ask me, which is more dangerous? To me, I would say the it. A wingalow will come from a distance, and when it runs, it'll say, and you can hear it, and it sounds like, it's like like mumbling, not chatter, mumbling. Now it smells like the flesh. The wingalow, it has a smell of dirty, wet, spoiled blood, like a meat being out. Bigfoots, or tangas are like not really flesh or anything. It's like odor, really bad. Like they pooped on themselves. They haven't bathed for years. It really gets really, really ugly. Okay. Well, thank you for those who came in and left. Appreciate it. Griff. Danse, okay. I believe more evil manifests because of the actions of the public general. Yes, and this is why I've been coming on, because I've been getting many visions, and also talking with the councils. They're even telling me the same thing, that some of them are even worried. Okay, we will talk about spirits. Okay, face Danse. Go back there. Okay, I meet everybody. JOCP, hello, hello. Oh. As more population of people turn their backs, the creator invites more evil. You know, I feel that the man with the evil tongue is trying to bring out more of his I would say children, because the creator Kunyeshta is us, with also animals and Mother Earth as they work together. But I don't feel it's the creator doing it. I do feel that is the man with the devil's tongue, and he's trying to bring up more peace, and cryptids come out and allow those bad spirits moan the earth, and it's really gone really sad. Like if people are praying for evil on other people, they can feel it, they come. If you're summoning someone from somewhere else, that's another way. They will come out on different portals, cobwebs, mirrors, abandoned home, and use that window as a portal. Not just trees, not just Mother Earth, there's buildings, believe me. Yes, I believe that too, Robin. We had talked about that too, and they were very concerned. Okay, don't work too hard, Betsy. Thank you for coming. So it is very important that the Wingalos, they're trying to have more activities, bringing up where there is bad energy in certain areas. Now, they're saying that Bigfoots are actually being seen with people, but the only way they can be seen with people is they've had that trust to communicate, and then to show them, communicate with them what is going on. Correct, Griff and CP. It is important because they drive off anger. They drive off unsettled. If they feel that you're being threatened, or they can, that's where they want to come. If they feel that you are manifesting for someone to have a bad life, you're welcoming them. If you're playing the Ouija board, you're opening the portal. And if you have ever, I'm not saying, just my opinion and the elders and council, this is our opinion, that those who played with the Ouija board have opened many portals. And if you go to the woods and manifest something that you wish you could do this to that person, again, you're welcoming the cryptid, the entities, and the evil tongue to spread out more into the world. Okay, Bob. How do I tell a friend nicely to please stop with that? You know, many people whistle and they shouldn't, especially in the woods, because you're welcoming them more to you. In other words, you're trying to bring them, let them know we're sensitive. You can attack us, you can cleanse to us, you can join me. So I would advise to be straight honest. If you want to whistle, you want to allow the evil to come upon yourself, I don't want to be around that. It is important to try to explain that there's a better way to whistle, and we do it with our hands. But if you keep listening, you're welcoming or to your surrounding, they will exactly come towards where they feel that you are vulnerable, and they'll say, hello, let me feel your heart. And they will happily make you feel that your heart is going slow. So I would say, if you want to whistle, you're bringing bad energy. You're allowing the evil to come. Or ask that person, why do you want to whistle? Why? What is it that you feel that you need to whistle? Or do you feel that they're trying to call him to tell him to whistle? You need to ask him, what do you feel? What do you see? Do you feel your heart is beating too fast? That's why you want to whistle? Okay, he's doing it with okay. Is he in the woods? Or is he in a state park? Or that's good, Griff. That is good. Have your dogs, now remember, anywhere. Okay. Then uh, he wants to continue whistling with the music in the car. Then I know it's hard because sometimes it could be 100 miles from the woods, but you also have to understand that they can hear. But if he's doing to the music, then you need to say, if you want to welcome them, that's on you, but don't around me or the family. But if it's a family member, then you need to tell them why, if you whistle, and what can happen. Sometimes scaring a family member that way, that is older and knows better, then they can understand. But if they say, well, I don't believe in that, those who don't believe are the ones that really they get into your dreams. Believe me, they follow you, and you will sense that something's following you and that is evil. But for grift, Tanse, okay, Heather. Um, for you to, with your dogs, birds, cats, it is also important that you have certain commands because they will tell you if something's in the house. Now, here is what I'm going to say: a bad spirit, or you see an orb and you're like looking at it, so you get your video and you start filming it. Now, you can feel that spirit or that orb. I mean, you can. It would tell you, your body will tell you it's not a good one. And then right away you're grabbing your cross or your um, medallion or your medicine bag. Smell it. Say you're not welcome here. If you are a relative that's had been bad or in a bad place at that time, I'll help you. I'll pray for you as you can leave. Maybe it needs to be because maybe it was someone grumpy and then never had that love. It's the same thing. Show that person love. If it's a bad energy, bad orb, this is what I do. Why are you bad? Show me. Give me the vision that you are bad. Or give me the vision that misunderstood you. Why are you being this way? Let me help you. But don't attach to me. Don't take any of my goodness. Do not take my heart. I will tell you if you need something, I will do to leave you where the Creator is. Now, when I go and cleanse a home and someone took their life and they said they loved the devil's tongue, and it had shrines all over the place. And they were praying for many ugliness to come in, open portals, everything. There was a book, and I didn't want to read it all. I read a couple things real fast, and that's it. And I said, okay, I know what I got to do. I actually had to pour bleach. And I do carry a little bottle of bleach water in with me. And I sprayed all the doorways, the windows, and I had put into the windowsill where the sink was because that's where I felt it was coming and going. Now, if you believe that a bad spirit can come on you, it can. It can make you sick. It can make you not want to eat. It's going to make you feel angry and that you don't want to be bothered by anything or anyone. If you're going to work, you can share it. It'll go into the next person too. And then you're going to feel so tired and overwhelmed, not understand what's going on. So when you want to try to sleep, it's not going to allow you to sleep. So say you've got some bad orb for being in the woods or somewhere in the playground and you're trying to understand what it is. Again, have your faith with the Creator and Mother Earth, and you say you want what's better for everyone. You don't want this world to become with sadness and evilness. You want everyone to get along. You know, I have a friend, and he's been a friend to the family, my husband and I, and he's not always happy. And he said that he didn't understand why he always felt like an evil presence around him. And I would pick it up right away. I said, honey, your friend's going to come today. No, he's not. He's working. And sure enough, he came. But he was like telling him, didn't you go to work? He goes, no, I wasn't feeling good. I'm tired of this BS here, and people always trying to think they can control me. This is my money, not their money. I mean, I could feel it was overwhelming me. And I'm like, I said, Henry, let me pray over you, please. No, I don't need that. I don't need all your crap. I said, it's not. I just want just a little prayer over you. I don't believe all that. Even God don't even answer my prayers. He don't give what I ask. So I gave up on all that over 30 years. So, that's very sad. He says, oh, I see those red little lights come in my house. I said, you're inviting the evilness to come in your house because you're being ugly. Oh, I don't know. Well, I went to his car and I smudged it with lemongrass. I did the tires over the engine, each window, the mirrors. I went inside his car and the trunk. And he asked me, well, what are you doing? He didn't like what I was doing. Stop it. No. And then when he came in my house the second time, I had crumbled sage right in front of my door, and I put some rock salt. And then he said, what are you doing? And then he tried to step on it. I said, do it. And then he says, oh, he goes, when did you pick up smoking? And I started smudging him. Haven't heard from him. But my husband said he knows that he's at home and that he thinks that there is a bad energy in his home. I said, well, do you want me to go to the house? I did. I do have a key to his house. But I knocked and I came in and I said my name, and I could feel really cold in the house. The house felt cold. I went in and I said, you know what? I'm going to do something and you're going to get mad at me, but I need to because I love you. You need to be happy. We are like family, and I don't like how you are. These past few years, maybe 20 years, it's been that way. So he did. He looked at me and I said, you sit there and you're going to watch me. If not, I'm going to tie you up. I didn't tie him up, but he sat there and he fought with me. Why in the effing do? He was swearing. Believe me. I went around. I put river water around. I went and put a stone in the window, and I put a lemongrass over his front door and the back door. And then I started praying, and I smudged everything. The TV, his dead plants. He had dead plants. There's 25 dead plants in his house. So I went ahead and smudged everything. I opened the covers, I smudged in there. I opened the drawers, smudged in there. He goes, oh, you're just doing for full of blah, blah, blah. I said, you know what? I have the key to your shed out here. No one goes in there. I only do. I said, if you don't, I'll break the window and I'll throw everything in there. He says, no, you won't. Watch me. I go, okay, I'll go. Let me find the key. He couldn't find the key. I continued on, all smudged around. Again, I had put in some rock salt and sage, and then when I got to the doorknob, it was ice cold. I asked, "Who is here?" I can feel a presence. Who is here? Did not get a response. I asked, "Henry, hand me the key, please, so I can go in there." "Oh, I think this is the key." I tried 15 keys, none of them were right. I told him, "You're gonna make me mad." I picked up the axe that was out there because he cuts his wood, and I kept hitting the doorknob, and I missed a couple times. I kept doing it, and sure enough, I finally got it, and I was able to pull the thing back, and I went in, and it smelt in there so bad. I found dead skunks, rats, birds. I picked them up, put them in the pit, started the fire. And I had smudged and sprayed in there with all the bleach, my whole bottle that is this big. And I used all of it in there, all around his house and around his edge. I was like, I'm not going to allow the devil come into you. You are not having no evil spirits in this house. Everything is coming out. He's been sick now ever since then. He said he went to the doctor. In 25 years, he went to the doctor, and the doctors couldn't tell what was wrong with him. My husband, I told him, I don't want you going in the house yet. His brother came, went in the house, is the one that found him. And he says, wow, what did you do to the house? It doesn't feel like it's got all this bad energy in it. So I was like, hold on a second. Sorry, it's my husband. Privacy, he says. So I continued. I talked to his brother, and he said, I asked him this morning. He said he's doing better. He's at work. And I don't know, but he's starting to get color back into him. So bad energy can really drain you. Not many people understand, but when you start playing with things and have open portals that you're inviting, so please be careful. I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm advising you. The reason why I'm speaking of these things, the it, the wingalo, and bad spirits and orbs, because I've been around it and seen many people what they do. Excuse me. He hears me. He goes, "Oh, you're telling me a story." I said, "Yes, I'm going to share with my viewers. Why not?" But make sure he's getting better. Yeah, I'll tell him. But yes, it is true. Um, Anger and having bad energy around you and accepting it can drain you, and it can go far enough to make you go insane. So I advise many of you, please be careful what you do. Some people say, okay, well, I'm reading this and I'm understanding that. Okay, it's fine. It's just remember, you can be opening up something that you shouldn't do. I care enough to speak to say it, but you know, um, me being sick and all, I'm still going to continue doing what I do. I cannot stay still. I cannot. That's me. That's where, for being a medicine woman, that's what we do. We want to save people. We want to make sure they're okay. We don't want any entities coming at them because we're all God's children and Mother Earth. We share all the same things, but some people don't understand that. So, it's important that, we try to communicate or we try to help them. Sometimes I wonder, even with my own children, some of them are so angry and they don't care to call. Well, that's okay on you. I'm not going to be chasing, I'm not going to be calling. But like I told all my children, even the ones that I sponsored, I tell them I'm not going to be chasing you no matter what. But if you want to feel the guilt and have the anger, you're allowing many ugly things to enter. A lot of my kids, no, mom, no, 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 you know, I'm sorry. No, I'm not, mom. Maybe you're feeling someone that was angry and it brought it upon you. Well, I understand that many people worry about things and stress out. Don't overstress yourself. That also brings bad energy. You don't need that because someone else can pick up that bad energy. You want to able to be happy, have your heart full with joyful, um, loving, caring, and having the creator. Even if you don't believe in the creator or want anything that has ugliness. You want to have self-control. You want to able to see through your eyes and understand what Mother Earth and the Creator has put on this earth. They work together. Even if it's rain or the wind, it's you have to open your eyes to see. Yes, many people read some things but don't allow it to sink in. Some people watch movies, scary movies, don't allow it to sink in. Again, many people say I'm a crazy woman. That's fine. That is okay. But you know what? Over the many channels that I've helped over my years and give them guidance, help them on their investigation as they're going out there. It takes a toll on me too. It drains me. But I continue to do what I do because I've been doing it for 58 some years. So nothing's going to stop me. But again, other people say, well, why don't you like mediums and psychics? I didn't say I didn't like them. Our preferences are different. I have a few friends that are psychic too, and I treat them just as humans as them. That's their thing. But I don't like it when other people attack me saying, oh, this and that. That's not right. That's not right. But when it comes to the Satangas, and then they say, oh, you don't know anything. I've known them for maybe 12 years, 10 years, 8 years, another one for 33 years. And then say, well, I just started 2 years ago or a year ago, and I think I know them. No, you don't. I know more than you. I communicate with them. I can sit in my 4 clans. I can sit and communicate sign language and speak at the same time in my language. Sometimes I throw English in there, but it's also important that you have a graceful communication because it takes time and patience. And then when they accept you, you'll know. You'll say, well, you're welcome to come. Mine come in my house, and my husband doesn't like it, but he can't see them, but he can smell them. I have proof of that. They come in, and or they'll be outside, especially when I put my TP up and I go in there and do heavy prayers. They come, they pop in, and then pop out. But I tell them I'm going to speak of you and speak of other entities. They tell me always, be careful. I tell you all what I have gone through and what we should see. But you have to understand many things that are different in this world besides human beings. You know, I understand many governments and stuff have their own. It's just like for the aliens, the same thing. Aliens have been coming and going for over many years too. And others are like, well, why? Why don't you speak of them too? I do. Just, I don't care for them very much. I have not really interacted with it. Now, I do know many things about it. Yes, that I do. The dogmen, I do too. It's my life that I had made a dedication to look into and help others to understand. Not just my relatives, but many other people that are willing to understand and learn. But now to explain to someone that don't really understand, and it's like, well, I don't understand why you need a protection bag. I give a protection bag, and if you have received one from me, it's to protect you when you go anywhere, or if you have anxiety, panic attack, you're having a lot of pain, hold your bag, smell it. If you feel that it's really being ugly and you feel someone is being nasty, take a bite of the bear root, put it to the side. So it's important that you could use, that you can accept, and able to understand that it's there. The protection bags I do more than just for bad energy or any entities, cryptids, even the satangas that are aggressive. Yes, there's a few clans that are very aggressive. So it's for you to be safe, your heart. Now I'm going to see if anybody has any questions. Griff says, stress is very bad. Having someone around you that is always stressed and bad. It is. And another person can feel that. And sometimes that can lead to overwhelming also. It can be where you feel you're feeling ill. I also know someone that is going through a hardship and he stopped believing in the Creator, and he's continuing digging more information. And I told him, why are you going to Google? That's Google doesn't tell you the truth. Well, I was wanting to know how, and Well, they told me to get this book and this map. Okay. But if you feel ill and it's continue coming to you, and then you come and ask me, can you please take whatever is in me again? You know, many people don't understand it can linger in you, it can stay in you. If you don't understand what you're doing, it will hurt you. It can make you and your spouse grovel, you know, argue constantly. Or if you just have, it's just you and roommates, the same thing. And then that tongue is speaking out evil. And you're saying, well, there's that door. And then you, like a month later, no speaking. 6 months later, no speaking. But you know what? It's on them. And let it be. Don't push. I've learned to the ones not to push. You know, the ones I've been teaching, they follow my steps and they understand. I don't teach them everything all in one day. It's not good. But it is what you want to learn, and I tell you what tools to use to take that next step or that next level. But others, I do have a few that are mishaps that I try not to allow, their bad energy. And I says, I don't understand what you're doing. So, but why can't this happen? Or why can't, you know? So it's like, okay, I was like, why isn't anybody paying attention to what's in front of them? You need to concentrate to see if you're doing the right thing. So, just 1 second, please. Okay, let's just go away. Esta. Ay, cayenne. Sorry. Um, Thank you for your patience. And that was one of the relatives. Um, she was saying, "Oh, you had a lot of people listening to you, and then all of a sudden it went down." I said, "Don't worry, don't worry." But she was letting me know that the investigators are on their way back home because they have been out already for like a month. So, and that we're going to have another Zoom meeting Friday. And she would like me to be there. So there'll be on the panel, there'll be like 25 of us. Okay. I hope everyone enjoy what I was speaking of and understand. Does anybody have any questions? Thank you, Griff. I hope your medicine bag is doing good for you. Making commands also for your animals. It is important for you. Um, it's for them to learn the hand motions, not speaking. Stop, sit. They will have more commands with your hands than for you to speak because they will be connected. They can feel the connection with you. The same thing with birds, same thing with cats. Oh, and one more thing I like to say. I don't have to have no more chemo. I did have a few that I had to go. I just stay on the pill and I won't have to get no more. So my voice should not be coming back. I know when I go down to the center and I get that pint and but they said my blood count is gone up, the cells and stuff, so it's good. And that's what I really like. It's good. Yes, I know. Thank you. I had many people checking on me, calling, texting, emailing me, and I do appreciate all that too. Believe me. And I pray for you all. I know I get new people come in and they listen for about an hour or two or 30 minutes and they leave. And that's fine. But I try to take everything in and then, like I did with the its, and then the Wingalos, the Bigfoots, and bad energy and orbs and stuff like that. It's important. Are the Satangas and Dogman traveling in Ohio a lot now because of the season? You know, like I said, they're usually run together. Ohio, they're very active all around Ohio State. They are very, very active. And it's important that you do have a communication. Now, those that have that go and visit, or even if they're in your home area, because say they're like 25, 50 yards from your home where there's the woods, that's fine. You explain to them that, hey, this is where the line stays. You stay there. I stay here. You bring no harm. You're welcome right here, but not near the home, not near the garage, not on these trees here or inside the house. Don't come, please. Understand there's a boundary line. And they will understand that. Usually they have the dogs, the dogmen more up front, and they'll say to watch because they're protecting the area sometimes because maybe this is where they feel more calmer, so that's where they stay. But you also got to remember too, you guys got little people too, and people were asking me, how do you know about little people and fairies? There's many things here. You just have to accept them with a kind heart. They might come unannounced, yes, they will. But they also come in merge whatever they have, whatever you have in your land. They say sharing is caring, but not overindulge. So it is important. You know, you can go out there and hang your clothes, allow the wind to dry the clothes. I still do that. I don't know if many people, we have washer and dryers. I still wash by hand too. Um, and I rinse, and I hang them out. Now, sometimes I will find it on one of the couches. We have a love seat and a big couch. And I'll find it there and I'm like, it's still wet. You guys stop playing. That's what I tell them. The juveniles, I do that. But yes, they will keep the juveniles up high because they don't want humans, people, because their cloaking is still balancing. I'll have some, but next. Are the little people also called grunions? You know, I really haven't really heard them call them that. Um, you have to. Have you tried talking to them? Alejandros, have you tried communicating with the small people? You'd be surprised what you find out here. Ladybug, no, okay. Ladybugs and fairies, you will, or dragonflies. I get like maybe 3 or 4 dragonflies. So it's when I go there, they sit and then I'll see them fly. I leave my porch door open, and sometimes the birds will come in. And when they do that, I'll say, "What is the message you have for me today?" Just like the hummingbirds, I always see them too. The 3, now it's 6. They come and go. And I'm trying to weave a little nest out of twigs. So I'm going to try to mount it on the side of my house somehow. I could do the mud paste like the ones I have here by the bathroom and the kitchen wall outside. I get the smaller birds and I feed them too, believe it or not. I feed a lot. Believe me or not, I feed the possums too. My husband, what are you doing? I know there's a mama possum that comes through here once in a while. He goes, well, why don't you just feed the rats from the field, from the corn? No, they can eat all that. Okay, Alejandro, Angelio, I think. Try to speak. Do they come around your area, around your home, or do you go somewhere and you see them? Because those that can see them, they will speak to you. Or if you could smell them or feel them, then you can speak with them and you'll get answers back. Let me introduce myself again. I am Elder Medicine Bear Club. Like, subscribe if you want. It is all free. But if you don't, that's fine. This is my channel. I try to give the best information to you and help you understand many things that are going on Mother Earth. You know, now in Blackfoot we say AA, and Creed we say hi hi. And I was trying to write down what other words I wanted to, for you to learn. Because I know I've been Creed and Blackfoot, so now I'm going back to Blackfoot and teach more. Many people are asking me, what is Okitasna Pesti Kochinitake? It means hello, how are you, and what have you been up to? Oki is O-K-I or O-K-I. Oki means hello, greetings, like aho is hello, greetings, goodbye. Danseng Creed. Oh wait, let me back up. Oki's Blackfoot, which also Creed also in Souk. We all use that. Now, aho can go from New Mexico, Texas, aho, or yatahe for Apache, Navajo. And it is, greetings, hello, or goodbye. Also, to say my name is Niskonakishka, like almost saying I love you, but it's Ninakonekishka. So it's close. Now, say we want to do praying. Henek maknok. Henek maknok means praying. I'm praying for you. Respect. Iniyama. Iniyama. Let's pray. Thank you. Another way is a iskunaka. Iskunaka. Also, if I am called Niskotutu, Niskotutu, see you later. Kinenateke mishtaka. I hope you can understand all these words or pronounce them. I have been writing more in Blackfoot in my chat room. People that are some are so, yes, it is. It's different from Creed. Creed is more, they cut theirs different. When I teach my granddaughter, my great granddaughter, and my great granddaughter, grandma again, my grandson his wife had a little girl, so now I have two. I have Aria. Her birthday is in February 8th. And the new edition was October 21st, 7 days before my birthday. And she that's my grandson, the one in the Marines. And he goes, Nana. He calls me Nana instead of Niskna. He says, oh, you want to see her? I said, of course. And I seen her, and he had, his wife had her on base, 29 Palms here in California. And I said, are you taking Maternity leave? Yep, 3 months. Okay, good. So you can help her. And I've been speaking on the phone so she can hear my voice, and he plays it to her. I will sing, and I will say, ne aye, ne aye, aye, aye o wahi, ne awa ikai, ne kai, aye, aye, e o ko wa, I ko wa. So that's like saying, twinkle, twinkle, little star, but in my language. So in it, she's like, facial expressions. And he's like, she loves it. I said, okay. Now, my other one, Aria, she's going to be 9 months. And I've been helping my granddaughter with her. And she's like, Nisna, she's taking steps. So, yes, I'm doing very well with that. And she gets excited when she sees me. All my grandkids, they all get excited. And she tells me, why all the kids come to you? Because I have full energy, and I share that love with them. So, excuse me. And it's beautiful to able to see your children, which become your grandchildren. You share your knowledge or the language, and the same thing with your great grandkids. So it's family. Say you come from a family of two, which is me and my sister. My sister had one daughter. I have three. And I got my adopted, which is 15 total. That's what I have, total of 15. Then, they all move out to different states. They go on a journey. Then they have babies and more babies. And I get more happier and fuller, believing in that everything is good. And I pray for them all. I used to live near Joshua Tree Desert Center. Oh, I thank you, CP. My granddaughter, the youngest of them all, she's going to be 9, and her name is Nevaeh. But I call her Monkey. I gotta think of 2 new nicknames for the babies. All my grandkids have nicknames. So now I have to concentrate hard. What are the 2 their characters are? Oh, excuse me. Sometime today I need to take a nap. But yes, family is important. Even that some keep a distance, but now and then they reach out. And that's good because, it's important. But those that stay the distance and they do their own thing, that's fine too, But it's okay. It's like I tell my kids, as long as you remember Mother's Day and my birthday, that's all I care. So a few of them haven't reached out. It's not that they didn't forget. They just didn't care to. And that is their prerogative, their thing, and it's okay with me. But I know that it's very joyful when a mother teaches their children as they get older, how the language is or heritage. And I tell them our culture is very important to understand, and it can go in many ways. So you have to pay attention and understand with an open mind and your heart protected. Now, like my son, one of my sons, being a forest fighter, I don't get to see him physically. We do FaceTime now and then, but it's also important, to have good communication. And I really pray over him because he deals with a lot of forest fires. Sometimes he has to go to another state to help out, and it's scary sometimes, but it's okay. That is part of his job, and that's his journey. Um, Many become accounting, nursing, teacher. So property management. Some are just homebodies. You know, that's a big job too. Take care of the family and everything. It's almost like a 24-hour job. Now I know I have many friends that also, you know, they do many things too. So for those, I want to bless you all for what you do for your family and stuff. Okay, since an hour and a half I've been on, I'm going to come to a close here. I do thank you all for joining me and having your presence here. It means so much. Much love and blessings to you all. Remember, listen to the beat of your heart. If you are missing someone, they see you through your eyes. Keep your hand over your heart and listen to the beat. Also, be kind to yourself. If you see someone out there, tell them hello. How are you? Okay? Thank you again for joining me. I am Elder Medicine Bear Claw. Please enjoy the rest of your evening, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are. But I will continue blessing you in prayers. If you need anything, you know how to contact me. Facebook Messenger, chat room, my Facebook area. Where did she go with her? I seen a lady walking with her little suitcase. Now she's walking back without it. And if you need any prayers or protection bags, and let me mention this real quick. Protection medicine bags are still, you can get it for $80, $6 for shipping, all the way up to the 20th of December. So it will be $80 if you're still wanting to purchase one. Also, I have been posting a beading earrings and necklace set is $45. Just the earrings are $25 and $6 shipping. So, my husband always wants to come and check on me. I love him. So, if you do, if you need anything, you can email me at, let's put it here. Okay. Now, please do not laugh at my email. That has been my email since I was a young girl from my husband. It's my nickname for him. You can email me there. And thank you very much. Everyone, please have a blessed day. And those who I sent out packages, keep your eyes open. You'll be surprised. Again, Nehakoe Chitokana Kaye. I am Elder Medicine Bear Claw. Nehukue. Many blessings. Take care and much love. And if you need me, you know how to get a hold of me. Everyone, please enjoy your day. Don't allow no ugliness, sadness enter you because you are important too. Okay? You all take care. Hi. Bye bye.